Yo dudes, I feel like it has been forever since I've made a truck video, even though it's only been like, 4 or 5 days. Anyways guys, what is up? I am Malik here with Loud and Proud, and gonna be doing a little bit more work here on the 2nd gen 12 valve here. I got some shocks here in this box, and hopefully they got it right this time. And we are going to be installing the second rear shock today. Also, I just wanted to clear up really quick, the last few videos that you saw with the ATVs, that was filmed back in like March. So I'm up in Indiana, so that was like back in March, because I had a bunch of guys wondering, like, hey, you guys wearing coats, like boots and all this stuff, like it's, like cold out. And yeah, it is about March. It was only about in the 40s. But anyways, those videos are really fun to make. They're really not that bad. I know most of you guys are just interested in trucks, and so I didn't post those videos because I only wanted to post ATV videos for a few days and whatever, and ditch the truck video thing. The only reason I had posted those is because I was out of town and I didn't have any other content available. So it was either I posted those or I didn't post anything. And so I knew that not everybody was going to favor the ATV videos and give them a try. But for those of you who were solely wanting to watch any video that I was producing, that is what I had available. And I just thought for those of you who really just want to watch my content, I'll give them something that's still fun and entertaining, and give them something to watch instead of just going without a video for not quite a week, but it would have been pretty close to. Anyways, those of you who watched and gave them a thumbs up, I really do appreciate it. But those of you who have been waiting on the truck videos, they are finally coming back, and there's going to be a lot of stuff happening. So let's get right to working on this rear shock. Got to find a razor blade real quick here to open up those shocks. But those of you who are interested in truck decals or the hat that I'm wearing right now, the Loud and Proud trucker hats and snapback styles, those are going to be in the description below. Like always, they are always there. Every part that we use is usually down there, so all that stuff is available. So if you guys are wanting to support the channel in that manner, I really do appreciate it, and that stuff will always be in the description below. Let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Open up this box first and see what we got. Front shock. This should be my rear shock. Yep, there it is. Now this seems a little bit odd to me that there's a little bag of hardware with this shock, only because the last shock that I bought didn't have any hardware, and I just reused the same old stuff because it seemed fine to me. Now I don't think I'm supposed to use this. I think maybe this was an accident, because yeah, that stuff wouldn't line up for anything in this box for the shock. So I guess we'll see what that's for, just in case we run into something. But I think we're good to go, and we're gonna go install this on the truck. Well, I got the old shock out, and some people are telling me some of these are filled with oil and some of these are filled with gas. So these ones that compress down easy like that, I mean, I think that's just way too easy. I don't think anything there is right. I mean, look at that. So, but some guys are trying to tell me and convince me that that's normal, but I don't know about you, but I don't know why they would have to compress these ones, because they're so loaded, and then not these ones. I mean, these ones are just shot. But anyways, I believe they're shot. Think what you want, but they need replaced, so that's what I'm gonna do. Holy moly, that was a tough one. It may look like a lot of room through this fisheye view of a GoPro, but imagine getting a wrench back in there, you know, even from the other side, because that's the only way you can do it, and trying to get that bolt out, because you can't put a socket set on the other side because of how crowded it is, and that piece that only lets the nut twist one way or the other, and it keeps it from going around because it's got that stopper on it, which is supposed to make it convenient with one tool, but you can't get the socket on this side either. Even with an extension to get it in between the bed and the frame there, you can't do it. So at least not with whatever tools we have. And you couldn't get to it from the other side. And down here, you couldn't even get this bolt out without having to take off this I don't even know what you call this, some kind of, dude, I have no idea. I don't even have any clue as to what this is for, but really there was like no way for me to get to it without moving this too and unbolting that. But I'm about done, and I should not have to replace these shocks for as long as I have this truck. So I'm gonna get to tightening, making sure this is tight, which it's pretty snug. I got as tight as I could the first time, but just in case anything changed after doing the top one. And then I'm gonna bolt this back up, and we should be good. Here she is, installed, all good. And then you guys already saw me install the other side, but those of you who didn't see, I installed the other side of this shock too. And the story on that was I placed an order for a box of front shocks. I thought it was front shocks and then a box of rear shocks. And I get the box a week later, and turns out there's just one front and one rear, and I thought it was going to be in pairs because in the description there was a disclaimer, but I interpreted the disclaimer as like the quantity. So basically it said that, you know, all shocks must be replaced in pairs. So I just assumed, okay, well then that means that they said like you can only buy in pairs, which is fine with me, like whatever. And I get them, and then it was one of each. So I had to reorder the same order to get the other one of each again, so I could, you know, do that. So I do have the front shocks, my front leveling kit. Yes, a front 2.5-inch leveling kit, and also my front strut towers are all in now. I just have to get those installed. Not sure when I'm going to be able to do that. I'm hoping really hoping I can do my front shocks, lift, and strut towers by tomorrow or the next day, but we will see on that. But I do have both rears done now, and I couldn't believe that they had done that. Like, I wish it was like more clear, like in the title, only one per pack or something, so it's like you kind of knew what you were doing. So anyways guys, that's pretty wrapped up. I would take a test drive, but I just kind of figured most of the, you know, difference you're going to notice is going to be the front, and the front shocks haven't been done yet. The front leveling hasn't put in, and the strut towers haven't been replaced. So I'm just going to wait to do like a test drive until all the suspension components in terms of like, you know, that's the shocks, I mean, are replaced, and then get a real feel for, you know, the difference from, because I remember how this thing rode. It was kind of like, it was, I mean, it's still going to be a little bit stiff, but I mean, it was stiff, like you felt every little bump and everything squeaked, and it was a little bit weird. But anyways, just drove normal, I guess, for an old truck. But I'm going to wrap up the video here, guys. I have had a long day. You know, I was down in North Georgia this morning at 5 a.m. getting up to head up here, and now I am home making my truck videos again. So don't worry, I'm back. I'm going to be doing the truck videos pretty much every day, and I believe we do have some stuff to do on the first gen finally. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on videos for the first gen. Got some stuff that I should be able to do on the first gen this week, hopefully, and also something to do on the 7.3. So all you people waiting on the Powerstroke videos and the first gen videos, those should be coming. I am going to have more videos on both of those trucks, hopefully this week or very, very soon. I think we got some more parts in, my dad said. So that's it. And then I do, like I said, I have more parts for my truck. So I'm going to wrap up the video here, guys. I just want to say thank you so much to those of you who watched my videos when I was out of town, even though they weren't truck videos. And I do want to thank all of you who stopped in to watch this video today. I do want to encourage you guys to definitely leave a like, comment below, subscribe if you are new, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
I'm trying to chase a dream, but everybody trying to stop me. They've been saying it ain't worth it and I gotta work a job. But I hit 100,000 now, they trying to tag along. I'ma live it every day, I'ma live it to my grave. I'ma live it like the summer, hope this life won't fade away.